I've got a project in the Thumb of Michigan, which is looking at the coastal communities and working with them to help them to identify a sort of sustainable tourism focus. What happened in the Thumb is there was a collapse of the Chinook salmon fishery in 2004, and that was really one of the main reasons people traveled to the Thumb, was to fish for Chinook salmon. So all of a sudden people aren't going up there as much, and there was also an economic problem at the same time. As the economy crashed in Detroit, where a lot of people would come from, the coastal communities of the Thumb were saying, "Oh, what do we do now?" Because the fishery probably isn't going to rebound. So we're working with some natural scientists, some fisheries experts at the University of Michigan to figure out the fishery side, and then we're coming in to work with the communities on the tourism side. I just applied for a grant with the USDA, and we got early indication that it might be funded. And this would work with the wine industry. In Michigan, agriculture is a big part of what we have here, and so horticultural developments have allowed for pretty good wine quality grapes to be grown in areas where it wasn't previously possible. One type of these are cold hardy grapes, which are vines that can survive the winter. Now, for small wineries to be successful, they have to sell directly to the consumer. When you sell directly to the consumer in like a tasting room, like people come to your tasting room and they try the wine and they buy a bottle, they're probably going to pay a little bit more for it than they would on a store shelf, because it's not competing with other bottles right there. Also, the winery doesn't have to pay a share to the distributor and to the retailer. And so as you look at how these grape farmers essentially can be successful, it depends on people coming to visit their tasting room, and oftentimes that relies on a tourism product. So we have wine trails throughout Michigan. We've got 4 wine trails here, and it's the wineries working together to figure out how they can drive people to their tasting rooms.